All right, this is a reading for Virgo. This reading is a timeless reading. In other words, whenever you find this, it is relevant to you. I'm going to do a Celtic cross layout. I've already shuffled the cards. So it's a general reading too, so it can be about any situation. It just applies to you right now, Virgo. What is the heart of the matter, please? A Hierophant. A Hierophant. We have a sort of a non-traditional energy here because this Hierophant is connected to the universe in a way that some of the dogmatic individuals depicted in the traditional cards are not. So this is the heart of the matter. This could be a person that you know, or this could be an energy. What is crossing the Hierophant, please? What is the crossing energy here? It'll be the Ten of Cups. This is emotional satisfaction, the Happy Families card in the traditional, and here it appears to be similar. So a non-traditional institutional spirituality, possibly in this case not quite as institutional, and great happiness, emotional happiness. So what is at the base? What is the root cause in this reading? What is at the root here? Situation that you're in is this is a competitive creative energy. This is people who are working on something, and they can be competing, or they can be slightly combative. So the energy may be a little bit turbulent in your in your current circumstances, and it is at the root. So this is the cause for what is going on in this reading. So what is above? Sorry, we got those out of order. What is above? What is entering the picture right now? What is above? So we have the Page of Wands. So this Page of Wands could be part of this is often the goal. Maybe you are in a situation where there is a lot of activity taking place, a lot of creative activity, and the goal is to harness this into and focus it a little more. This could also be an individual who is bringing you a message, and the energy is a youthful energy, explosive creativity, infectious enthusiasm, plenty of ideas. So there may be too many ideas going on here. So this is a very passionate, creative beginning, and possibly honing something that you want as a new skill, some passion that you have recently had set fire in you, and it is the energy, a youthful spark of creativity. So in your recent past, let's go to the recent past. In the recent past, Virgo, what do we have in the recent past? Okay, I've got a card here. We have, in the recent past, there is a situation that was fast-moving energy. This is really related to the whole thing is very energetic. I also have Temperance that came out with that. So this is the Temperance energy is a little bit more measured, but I think it's a tension between really the energy that's happening here, and a sort of tension to say, wait, hold on, let's take it a little bit slower, but you're still wanting to move through this. A little bit of interesting tension going on there. In your near future, Virgo, in your near future, there is, oh, an emotional set of, it's kind of an emotional distress. Let's see what else. What is causing this emotional distress? Is it all of this frenetic energy that's going on? What is causing this? Oh, there's something that you've been hurt in some way. So perhaps this is related to this. You've got this creative energy. You want it to go somewhere, and it is kind of taking you in places that so far have been not really comfortable. And that's why I see here that you're thinking of leaving that situation and leaving. I think that it's causing you some emotions. So let's emotions that are and hurt that is severe enough that you are ready to walk away. The Ten of Swords is energy that is a struggle that you are walking away from now. In this particular deck, it's significantly less violent looking than the Ten of Swords, the 10 swords stuck in the back of the individual on the ground. So the energy is different. This here, the Five of Cups, is sorrow and disappointment over something that didn't work out. So I think that while you have been in an energy, kind of a different headspace in the Hierophant, spirituality, and this is what is crossing it, maybe this is the desire, or you felt a sense of emotional fulfillment. Things that have been going on around you have been kind of pulling you in a different emotional direction, and some of it's disappointing to you. The thing about this card is that this individual who is looking at the spilled cups, there are 3 over here that have spilled. The 4th one is in progress of spilling. The message with this card is a little different from the one in the traditional tarot, because I believe that what is happening here is the person is in the moment of catching that this loss is not to be despaired over. Some of this energy is coming back to her, and she sees that there's the moon reflected in that pool. This is what she's done, is she's stopped to contemplate in her disappointment, and she's actually noticed that there is this cup behind her she hasn't really seen yet that is still there, but she's already pulling some of the energy back. That all is not lost. All is not lost. And yet, at the same time, the disappointment or the hurt is making her walk away. Now, this could be the Chariot is something that could have pushed her out of the energy that this combative sort of energy that's going on, looking for something different, looking for something that isn't as disappointing and isn't as difficult, because this can be a difficult situation to be in. And so this is quite possibly changing a perspective and looking at it, and I don't have to do this. I don't have to struggle like this. I can get up and walk away. So I like that as a possibility. I'm going to shuffle these a little bit and get your energy. It keeps coming out, these 3 cards. Oh, there's 4 cards. I'm going to take the Hanged Man, because this is the Hanged Man reversed. It keeps coming out reversed. So it was coming out before, it insists on coming out, so we will take it. I also have Empress energy here coming out, so I'm going to lay these down together. So the Hanged Man reversed, and the Empress. Your energy is very creative. There's a lot that you can manifest right now. Your energy is definitely that of you have been contemplating something. You've been in a suspended state here, probably because of the situation. And this, well, actually, this could also be that you need to set some time to suspend yourself, suspend yourself, and think about it. It could be seen either way, as a need to wait, to wait on decisions and hold off on that. But if it's reversed, I'm going to check what this deck says about that reversed. The Hanged Man and the Empress. So we've got 2 major arcana cards here and 2 major arcana cards here that kind of are a different side of, the opposite of what is shown. The Empress is someone who is abundant and there's a lot of creative power there, and then the Hanged Man is a very passive energy. It could be that the thing that you're in a state of is trying to come to a state of unconditional love, and that could be love of yourself. It could be love of others. It could be that the people around you who are involved in this combative sort of activity, passionate but combative. It could be that you're trying to come to a perspective where you feel like maybe you can understand them, because it could be that you don't want to leave the situation you're in. However, I'm thinking that you're being pulled in the direction of moving forward away from this energy, because you're finding disappointment with it. So these 2 cards together, let's see, the Empress talks of a time of developing for the future. The creative power of, or the power of creation in the Empress is strong, and the Hanged Man is give it time. And I think that these 2 things together, you need to work with your nature instead of against it, is one thing, and I think that could be why this is reversed. Perhaps you are not suspended in your decision to walk away. Maybe that was made rashly. Don't know. Let's see. And you could also be holding on to something that really isn't meant for you here, and you could be being stubborn about it, which could be why you're disappointed. It's not for you. You were expecting something to be really emotional fulfillment and complete happiness, and it wasn't what you expected it, because you've got this situation here that's combative. It's caused you to kind of have I don't know what to do. I've got to either go forward or I need to wait and see what happens. But the goal for you is to get that creative and imaginative and forward energy, but you're finding it disappointing. So you're thinking seriously about, because of the hurt that it's caused you, is walking away from it. And it could be the people that you might be walking away, because you might just not like the combative nature of what's happening here. So this tells me, again, you're kind of this about it. I'm not really sure. I don't know what to do. So let's go ahead and get the environment. Okay, what is the environment surrounding Virgo here? What is in the environment for Virgo? I'm getting 2 cards. And these 2 cards are the Death and Rebirth card and the 7 of Cups. So the environment is one of rebirth. This is something that has ended. So this is right. This is talking exactly about this situation. This is something that has ended, and you are in a new phase. And what is going on is that you have these 2 cards. You have this rebirth happening, and you're a little confused. It's a confusing environment. So there could be changes in whatever structure was causing this. There could be something that has changed for you, either energetically, and you are not the same person that you were when you were envisioning all of what is going on here. So let's see. So there are choices that need to be made, and this is causing you some emotional confusion. There's maybe emotional confusion around you that's not related to you in personally, but it could be emotionally confusing, this situation here. So this could be either way. This could be that this is causing you the confusion. So what are your hopes and fears for this, Virgo? And I'm getting two cards again. I'm getting the Devil and the Two of Swords. So this is, I mean, I'm thinking that this is solidly, what are your fears? You're afraid that you're going to get caught up in the toxic energy, and you're afraid to make a decision. You have or you may not be afraid to make the decision, but you may be contemplating, but you think you can't do it. Perhaps you're afraid if you do make the decision, which is to walk away from it, that what is that going to do? So again, you're torn between a couple of options here. And so finally, the outcome. And then I think I'll pull some clarifiers to see if I can shed a little more light on what might be going on here. So outcome is the Page of Swords. So this is a bringer of truth. I think that what this is telling me is that someone, another page, another youthful spirit, may be bringing you information that you did not have, that will help you make your decision. It could also be that you will come up with this on your own, as you might be feeling in a new cycle that is brought on by this Death and Rebirth card, is that you have the answers, and you're going to put your logic to it rather than just your heart. So between the Page of Wands and Page of Swords energy, if that is talking about you, you're going to find answers, and you're going to be able to use your imagination, your creativity, and your search for the truth to find those answers. So let me pull one more card. Please clarify the Page of Swords. King of Cups. Okay. This combination of cards is telling me that you are going to find that emotional stability that is really kind of spoken about in the original card, because we've got here the Hierophant, spiritual, a happy spiritual individual, and we've got here a very stable and centered and emotionally satisfying, a compassionate person, and a strong and compassionate person that is really has it together as far as their emotional world. So you have either a message that it gives you clarity, or you could have a person around you that will be helping you, or this could be your state at this point. And the King of Cups is yes, it is emotional intelligence and stability and balance, diplomacy, someone supportive. So it could be that you will find someone better to work with in the situation, someone better to be communicating with, or some better partnership here that will help you to move past what is going on here that's bothering you. And so now I'm going to ask for a few more clarifiers. So what I want to know is, First, what is the Five of Wands about? What's the Five of Wands here? More about the Five of Wands, please. Okay, the Nine of Swords. This is something that has been causing you a great deal of anxiety. So what's... I don't think I need another clarifier for that, because it's kind of obvious that that's one of the reasons that you're getting to that state. Let's see what Temperance and the Chariot together are talking about. Temperance and the Chariot, please. What is Temperance and the Chariot? Ah, it's the Star. Okay. Okay. This is talking about healing, and because it's, we've got 3 major arcana cards sitting right there together. This is a big deal healing. This is an opportunity. In fact, I think this situation was an opportunity for you to sit with some energy that made you very uncomfortable for quite a while. This is healing after traumatic events, and so the Chariot may have been that traumatic event, and the Temperance was your patience. You had to wait after something happened. That it is the other side of the card could be despair and disappointment, but that's not the way that it came out. So here you have this anxiety and this situation that's caused you the anxiety, and here you have these 2 major sitting in patience and moderation and this fast pressure forward movement that is all kind of tempered by the fact that there is some massive healing here. You know that you're on the right path, so what you're doing is you're heading in the direction of the Page of Wands. In the meanwhile, what's happening is that you've been pulled back to despair, and I think that now that I look at this situation here is what you were thinking was, oh, this is something that I've lost. This did not turn out at all like I thought it was going to, and it was causing me all this pain. And so you're moving to the point where you feel disappointment, you feel despair, but you see are pulling your energy back to yourself. And I think that is what is causing the clarifier, or this card here, is the Ten of Swords is you walking away from this anxiety. This is no longer for me, and I'm not going to waste my time with it anymore. But I think you still may be struggling with letting go of it, because what we see here with the Devil and the Two of Swords in your hopes and fears is that you may be worrying about what will happen once you actually do walk away from this. So I want a little insight into the Hangman and the Empress. Hangman reversed and the Empress. What is the Hangman reversed and the Empress, please? Oh, it is, we have so many major arcana cards in this reading. It's ridiculous. So now we have Judgment and the Hangman and the Empress. So this is a major rebirth. This is a spiritual rebirth for you, which this was what you were wanting. And I think that a lot of the work that you've been doing is it's trying to find a balance between the spiritual and the material, and you're finding areas in the material, I believe, is what I'm getting intuitively, that have really upset you and caused you some distress. But at the same time, what they're doing is they're kind of fast tracking this spiritual rebirth that you're going through in such a way that it is painful, it is chaotic, but you are now in a position where you can create what it is that you want. And this is, the environment is the death and rebirth. So obviously, and that is a source for confusion about what you are going to do, what you're going to be, what you're doing next, and this is causing you this more anxiety in the I guess in a psychic sense, and in a sense of what is it, how do I make this decision, how do I make these decisions, what do I need to do. But I think that what you're going to do is find some help either in yourself or from individuals, someone who could be a water sign, who could be helping you and provide you the information, someone in an air sign, and or yourself. You could be you could be the person who goes and cuts to the truth and finds that you do reach that situation where you are in the King of Cups energy. Now, one more card for the Page of Swords and King of Cups. What is the Page of Swords and King of Cups, please? Page of Swords, King of Cups. What is it, please? It is the Nine of Wands. This is telling me you're getting very close. You're getting very close to the finish line. This is keep doing what you're doing. I know that it's hard. The individual here looks a little worn out, maybe a little bit annoyed, but they're getting close to their goal. You have been working hard. You have been putting all the energy into it, but you are going to keep. If you keep pushing, you will get to the point where you have greater clarity. You've cut to the choice that you need to make, and you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled, emotionally strong, and be sitting in that King of Cups sort of energy and balance. So I'm going to now pull a couple of cards of advice for, let's see, yeah, this is deck for it. A couple of cards of advice for Virgo, please. What advice do you have for Virgo, please? Here we go. You're going to do it. This is reinforcing the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands. This is a success card. And anything else? Another card of advice. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. So you have some more help from pages here. The Page of Pentacles will be it could be bringing you good news. You are going to be manifesting new opportunities, and this is success and acclaim. If you're looking for success and acclaim, sometimes this can be an internal sense, and but it can very well be in you move forward and you make your plans a reality here, and that Page of Pentacles will help you get to the point where you feel that acclaim and success. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. A bunch of cards. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is another walking away from emotion. The High Priestess. These are reversed, but there was the card of a little bit of hurt. Nostalgia. So I see the Queen of Cups, some heavy emotions, maybe some news that you did not like. What else do we have here? But the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups reversed and the High Priestess reversed. And the Three of Swords reversed. And the Six of Cups. So I'm going to lay these out because this means that you could have been This could be regrets, or this could be you're thinking about the past. The Three of Swords reversed is pain and heartache that is ending. The High Priestess reversed is telling me that you've gone deep inside and you are on the way, obviously, through this cycle. Yet another major arcana card. The Eight of Cups reversed. This is walking away from a situation that you were thinking about not walking away from. And so this is telling me this is underlying energy, that this could be in the past. It could be under, to me, this is connected with this over here, because at this point, when things got frenetic with all of the competition and combativeness, you did feel like pulling away from it, and maybe you changed your mind and tried to push through, and now you are back to where you are manifesting the Empress, and the rebirth is in progress. And the Ace of Pentacles is telling you that this energy is going to be able to be manifest. You know, it is definitely the beginning of a new phase, a new venture, and that there's great potential for success. And you know, power and ambition and recognition is all kind of here, if that is what you wish to have. And if this doesn't translate to you as ambition, if what you want is not necessarily the acclaim of others, you are going to feel so satisfied with what it is that you accomplish here. I will, with that, leave it here.